Diaz. I'm the MEC President of the Association of Flight Attendants at United Airlines. Today is a sacred but somber day. Many of us are attending September 11 memorial ceremonies where we remember and honor our flying partners, friends, family, and loved ones who were lost on that fateful day 18 years ago. We stand together in solidarity to reaffirm the promise we always made, to always remember and never forget. This phrase, revered by all those affected by the September 11, 2001 events, has been communicated in a variety of ways. An uncountable number of media events. It's been posted, tweeted, emailed, and it's said every year at memorial sites and ceremonies across our nation, during which time we remember those who were lost, as well as those who loved them. Use of that phrase, always remember and never forget, has become so prevalent in our culture that it feels at times as if the meaning of those words has become lost somewhere in the background. As time progresses and we move further from the day on which so many lives were lost, some might even feel as though those words have lost the powerful meaning and commitment they once held. Others may feel as if these words have become the lingual equivalent and commitment, memorizing some historical event. Important, certainly, but also gray and static and lifeless, as if an object you barely register out of the corner of your eye as you walk past it. These are among the reasons we keep our commitment and continue to gather together each year at memorial ceremonies across the nation to rejuvenate those words, not only in our hearts, but in our actions. On this hallowed site, we stand together, not just to recite the words, always remember, but to actually remember. We are not attending to just say never forget, but to truly reflect upon the events of September 11, 2001, and the ways in which those events on that day indelibly changed our world, our country, our lives, and our hearts, and put a unique meaning into those words. Always remember and never forget. We're all deeply familiar with the horrific acts carried out that day. Terrorists hijacked 4 commercial aircraft: United Airlines 175, American Airlines Flight 11, were ruthlessly flown into the Trade Center, which took the life of my own cousin. A third aircraft, American Airlines Flight 77, was targeted into the United States Pentagon. The passengers and crew of the 4th hijacked aircraft, United Flight 93, displayed indescribable heroism and sacrifice as they selflessly prevented Flight 93 from using to further the outlandish attacks against America. It was the heroes on board Flight 93 that prevented the hijackers from reaching their intended target. And though it's impossible to say just how many lives were saved by the choices made on board that flight that day, it will be ever remembered in history as the true definition of heroism. Flight 93 perished in an empty field, the final resting place. May we continue to carry in our hearts the memory of every crew member, passenger, and all those that perished in the Twin Towers and Pentagon, never to be forgotten. September 11, 2001 marks the date of the single greatest tragedy that we have ever experienced. We experienced the profound absence of all those on board, as well as those that lost their life on the ground. While the pain of losing those that we loved may never completely fade, that pain is accompanied by an immense sense of pride. Pride that in the face of the ultimate sacrifice, those brave souls still took a stand and fought to defend others. They weren't soldiers who took to a battlefield. They were ordinary people who boarded an ordinary commercial flight. Ordinary people working in ordinary jobs. And in spite of that, each of these people displayed a degree of courage and valor far beyond anything expected of them. Over the years, beautiful memorial sites have been constructed, and it's wonderful that so many of you take your time out of your busy lives year after year to attend these September 11th ceremonies. However, I believe the true memorial site is not around us, it's within us. And the best way to truly honor the memories and courage of all of those that we lost that day is to follow the example that they set and strive to act with the same integrity and courage that they demonstrated on September 11th, 2001. Let's always remember, never forget.
Thank you all for being here today. It's my pleasure now to read to you a poem that was written by an American Airlines employee the day after the September 11th attacks. It's called American United. American United, we've always done what we do best, up in the friendly skies. And then one awful, fateful day, we're taken by surprise. An unseen, unknown enemy attacking us in hate and using what has made us proud to destroy what's made us great. We watch in shock the scenes unfold. We watch in disbelief. We shake our heads. We wipe our eyes. Unspeakable the grief. And through it all, while it unfolds, we cannot help but cry. American, we cling together. United, we ask why. Please wake us from this nightmare. It all seems so unreal. We force ourselves to carry on in a new world so surreal. Lean on each other for support. Lend others a helping hand. American, our dedication. United, we will stand. We ask each other how they dare. We cannot understand. We search for answers, search for meaning. No answer is at hand. Hate must not replace sorrow. Of this we're very sure. American, we bow our heads. United, we'll endure. The unknown numbers now with God, as angels by his side, we must want for us to carry on, to not withdraw and hide. And so it's in their memory that we will hold so long. American, we will stand tall. United, we will be strong. And now we're going to have a reading of the names by the AFA Honor Guards. We have Christy Rivera, United Flight Attendant, Council 11, and Jordan Lyles, Council 56. Thank you. American Flight 11, Flight Attendants, Barbara Berestigue, Jeffrey Coleman, Sarah Lowe, Karen Martin, Kathleen Nicosia, Betty Ong, Jean Roger, Madeline Sweeney, Diane Snyder, Captain John Oganowski, First Officer Thomas McAnnis, Customer Service Representative Renee Newell. United Flight 175, Robert Fangman, Amy Jarrett, Amy King, Catherine Labori, Alfred Marchand, Michael Tarot, Alicia Titus, Captain Victor Sarancini, First Officer Michael Horrocks, Customer Service Representatives Marianne McFarling, Jesus Sanchez.
American Flight 77, Flight Attendants Michelle Heidenberger.
Association, and I'm honored to be here to say a few words on our behalf. I'm going to start with an introspective question. Why are you here today? Why are we here today? We're here because we're part of the Shanksville family. We're part of the Flight 93 family. Some of you have been here for all of the 18 years. Some of you, like me, remember when there was nothing more. The first year was a barbed wire fence. Then up the next year went the plywood wall. And then over the last 15 years, this beautiful monument to our fellow friends and loved ones has arisen, and it is most fitting. But I want to stress the theme of family today because we are here because we are a family. We're a united family. We're a United American family. We're a family of crew members. We're a family of airline employees, a unique family that has a job like no other and takes forever to describe what we do, how we do it, and is awed by many. But the 7 brave heroes and our family members who stepped on Flight 93 about 4 hours ago, 18 years ago, had no idea this day would be different than any other. And that's a thought I want to leave with everyone here. Every time we step on an airplane for the next 12 months, we never know if that flight's going to be different or not. We never know if that flight is going to change history and impact history like our family members on Flight 93 did. We never know. We're also struck by the reality for the first time. The person at Starbucks this morning who handed me my coffee was not born when this occurred. They don't have a living memory. And there will be new hires within our ranks on both sides of the cockpit door that will not have a living memory of this day. So as a family, like any family, it's incumbent upon us to pass along the stories, pass along the legacies, tell them what it was like, tell them about the last 18 years standing here in the rain, in the sun, in the tears. Tell them, because that's what family does. Family passes their legacy down, and these 7 heroes gave us one hell of a legacy to pass on to all of our crew members in all of our industry, across all the airlines. And that's why we're here today, because we're family. We're part of this larger Shanksville family. You notice it's the same faces we see every year as we walk this walk. It's the same hands we shake every year. This is a very tight-knit family, and I pray to God will continue to be for time immortal. But as a family, remember, please, pass along this story, this heritage, and this legacy to your fellow crew members, young and old, as you fly. That's how we stay as a family, and that's how we keep them alive in our memories. Thank you, and God bless you for coming out today.
Never forget!
Never forget!
Absolutely, and I'm going to send you the Dropbox too.
Please do.
With everything.
As soon as I get down the hill and I have a signal.
Yes, I know, right? So, you want just the pilots there?
Yeah, we've got a picture of the 4 of us.